Mm-hmm.
Don't have me standing.
Don't have me waiting.
Don't have me waiting.
Yes, ma'am.
And I said, the most important, don't ride nobody.
Right.
Because I don't know how come that person that you ride.
Right.
Shit, man. I learned everybody how to drive, and they had big fun.
Mm-hmm. But I get off at 12 and don't have me waiting.
Don't have me waiting. And I went on in there and did my work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
And I didn't have no, there was nothing, and they had to call. So one day, there was a couple lived downstairs, and the kids, they were taking me to work and they drive me. So the wife said to him, say, Henry, do you see she give her car to the kids driving her car?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Mr. Allen, and Mr. Henry said to her, he said, listen, if they wasn't qualified, she wouldn't let them do it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Not no worry about.
If I was working on Sunday morning, boom, all right, they'd do it. But when they went on to church and they had to go in there, I had no problem at all. But my most important thing was I didn't want you to grab somebody else and put them in and the cops stop you and look
You don't know, right?
That's the only thing I was worried about. Right. And I don't know that my baby grand Deanna, you heard that name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think so. But she don't have a license or something like that, and they kind of take out with it. You know how I learned them how to drive?
How's that?
In parking lot at the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
You park here, and you go around here, and you stay over. You understand me? And then when I found out what it was, man, I learned them all how to drive, and then on down the line it was $400 for them lessons. I said, shit, I ain't gonna pay. I ain't gonna pay that.
Yeah, I walked by, I guess, a driving school.
Yeah. Man, but you think me?
Yes, ma'am.
And one thing that I always said to them, this was one of my theme songs. Don't never fight for the right of way. Give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. See, they want to go?
True. Go ahead.
Don't fight for it.
That's even walking.
Yeah, don't fight for the right of way. And then, nobody, no cop, nobody said nothing to me, and them had big fun. I'm off at 12 o'clock, and don't have me standing out here waiting.
Don't have me waiting.
And don't ride nobody. And shit, they went everywhere they wanted to go and drove and did whatever. I don't know what the hell they do, but I know them left, you know. And I never had that. There was no cop, and nobody never wanted to call me or whatever. They would stop politicking all the way.
That's good. It means they listen.
And that's and another rule I said to them. Now, I'm going to work. Don't have no teenagers hanging around in my house. Nobody can come in if I'm not here. Because I kept a babysitter until they could qualified to do it for themselves, you know.
Right.
Don't have nobody come down nobody in that. And I said when I step out the door to get ready to go to work or get in my car, whatever I'm going to do, I don't want no neighbors come tell me, don't have no neighbor tell me nothing, shit. Better not tell nobody.
Yeah.
And I taught them all how to drive, and I did it myself. But seems like there's I don't know what Deanna like them. Something another thing is one of the things. Don't never fight for the right away. Give it up. And shit, man, they had big fun.
Yeah.
They really did. I wish I had been able to have that much fun. And I says when I have to go out or when to see me, I don't want no neighbor telling me nothing that you did. You know, if you come in, you park the car and you come on the lock and come on upstairs. And I had a babysitter until, you know, I had to make time was out for a babysitter, you know. But I couldn't tell you, I made it. And I would do my shopping, and after I did my shopping, I would let them drive around the parkway there, you know, stop and see what you do, back up or whatever. And then they made it.
Yeah.
I didn't have no problem at all. And then there was one time that the genie, I don't know, they talked to some kids was going to camp or something. And I thought that was nice. So she said, I want to go. So man, I done shopped and got everything ready. And went that Sunday, but to take them over to meet the bus so they could go. And when we got there, man, the place is full and kids is this and happy. When we got there, she started crying. So what's your problem? I don't want to go. Oh, I don't want to. I done did my shopping and prepaid and everything. Listen, man, I hope to drop dead. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I want to stay. I said, well, now listen. I said, now you go. I said, when you get back from the camp, it's just 2 weeks. This would make you enjoy your home every better. But you understand me? You know what those stupid fools said? I enjoy my home just like it is.
Just like it is. Just like it is. Wow.
And thank God I made it. And your mother, man, when Joyce come back with him, drive back down there, Joyce was a hell of a driver. I mean, she didn't slow down. She going boop, zoop. You know, thank God. But I don't. There's nothing I could tell you that they did that they really. I was so embarrassed about it because I had to work. I said, now, look, I had to work. And this is where you can find me. One night I came home and a neighbor over here on Franklin Avenue was sick, so her son called me when I got off from work, and for like maybe 1 or 1:30, something like 1:30, and he kept calling me on the telephone and was saying that his mother was sick or something. I said, well, do me a favor, check her blood pressure for me, and I just checked the temp. And when whatever he did it wrong. He was giving me something like a temp with 107. I said, you must be reading the wrong thing. And I says, I'll be there. I said, in a few minutes, I'll be there. And I'm talking about like 1:30 at night. So I started getting ready, and Jean said, Mama said, where you going? I said, well, Miss Bird, she don't feel well. And I said, that was her son on the telephone. And I said, I'm going to go check. She said, well, I'm going too. 1:30 in the morning.
Wow.
We walk right around there. See, you know, and it's good to don't let the kids catch you in no lies. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
It's just stay. There's no saying no folks. It's that truth. Tell the truth. Stay in church.
Stay in church.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That was nothing that I never said. Oh, we don't know what mama is. We don't know what she's doing. We got to hurry up and do it. And I said, don't let no neighbor tell me nothing when I hit that street. That you did this and you said this and some kids is running in and out. Don't let that happen.
It'll be trouble.
And thank God that I made it. I'm so grateful that I made it. Because I wasn't scared of them because I knew I was the boss.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I know I was doing the right thing. And I know I wasn't doing nothing slick under the gun.
Right.
So shit, I made it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.